Bonjour à tous, hello everybody, welcome to my channel. I'm so happy that you found me here. There are stunning places and towns with lots of history legacy in Provence, such as Avignon, Arles, and Nîmes. And they are beautiful. But there are a few really pretty and unique towns in Provence that I want to introduce to you. They are L'Isle-sur-la-Sorgue, Gordes, Les Baux-de-Provence, and Saint-Rémy-de-Provence. I hope you're ready to see some rare beauties of the Provence region in France. Let's go! Allons-y! L'Isle-sur-la-Sorgue. L'Isle-sur-la-Sorgue is a Provençal town in the department of Vaucluse, southeast France. It lies on the river Sorgue, which of course gave the town its name. It's just so Provence, and you'd fall in love with the town at the first sight. You will be charmed by the flower-bordered canal and the series of antique shops. It is a small town that has a population of 20,000 people, but it welcomes many more visitors thanks to its beauty and famous marché. L'Isle-sur-la-Sorgue would be pretty on any day, but maybe more beautiful on a lively market day with many locals from the neighborhood and tourists. L'Isle-sur-la-Sorgue is a pleasant walking town, but as I said, its Thursday and Sunday open-air market is so famous and fun that you don't want to miss it. I don't want to miss it, for sure. The current Sunday open-air market originated on the 9th of November 1596. So this is a marché that has almost 430 years of history. I recommend going early in the morning because the marché runs from 7 in the morning and winds down afternoon. And it's easier to find a parking spot if you arrive there early in the morning. We start the market day with a French-style breakfast at a riverside restaurant. Then we hit the heart of the marché where there are stalls of all kinds of things and antique shops. About 300 in all. A lot of locals do their grocery shopping, as you can find all kinds of local produce such as fruits, vegetables, bread, cheese, charcuteries, etc. There also are textile, confections, decorative objects, and you name it. We have to navigate through waves of people, but it's just so fun to see and check everything. We could go to a restaurant for lunch. Instead, we buy sandwiches and an andouillette at a popular food stand at the marché, and go to the riverside and enjoy our lunch by the River Sorgue Canal, watching people in the marché. The town is buzzing with a lively market, and we enjoy delicious market lunch watching ducks swimming in the water. In short, you'll understand. L'Isle-sur-la-Sorgue really is well worth a visit. You'll love its unique atmosphere and many charms. You can have a wonderful walk and stock up on some delicious local produce. L'Isle-sur-la-Sorgue is located about 28 kilometers east from Avignon, and it takes a little over a half hour by car via N7 then D900. Gordes. Gordes is one of the most picturesque villages in the south of France. The village is built on the hilltop of the Mont de Vaucluse, 340 meters above the valley floor, overlooking the exquisite scenes of the Luberon. If you are willing to walk a few hundred meters, finding a parking spot is not that difficult. The village developed from the 11th century onwards around the Château de Gordes to become a true fortress protected by ramparts during the turbulent periods of the Middle Ages. We passed by the soon-to-be 1,000-year-old Château de Gordes and walked down cobbled streets to check out the incredible views from the edges of the village. Then we decided to visit the Palais Saint-Firmin, an intriguing underground historic site. Located beneath the terrace garden, the Cave du Palais Saint-Firmin is a former olive oil mill that can be traced back to the 12th and 13th centuries. These subterranean spaces were used for various purposes, including storage, winemaking, olive grinding and pressing, and refuge during times of war. We walk back up the cobblestone stairs near the castle and decide to take a break. So we enter Le Cercle Républicain, a cafe with an amazing view. Look at this. Isn't the view just fantastic? We are so lucky to get a table without waiting too long. Honestly, I would have stayed here for hours because of this view. Gordes is 39 kilometers east of Avignon and is about 45-minute drive from Avignon via N7 then D900. If you are planning to visit Gordes, I would recommend you to stop by the Scénic Abbaye de Senonque. It's only 4 kilometers away from Gordes. L'Abbaye de Senonque or the Senonque Abbey must be one of the most photographed buildings in Provence because of its famed lavender field. Built in the 12th century, the abbey remains an austere architectural tradition. Cistercian monks have lived under a vow of silence in the abbey ever since. If you visit the abbey in mid-July to early August, you will see the field colored lavender blue. I gotta visit the abbey again in summer. Les Baux de Provence. Les Baux de Provence, commonly referred to simply as Les Baux, is located in the Alpes Mountains, northeast of Arles. I've always wondered why people wanted to go up these limestone cliffs to live. But I was totally wrong. The defensive capabilities of Les Baux, thanks to the location, have always made it an attractive location for human habitation. I'm surprised to learn that traces of habitation in Les Baux have been found and dated to 6000 BC. We got to walk up the hill along with other tourists to go to the spectacular rock plateau. It's not that hard, and the small alleys and passages leading to the top are so Provençal and full of interesting shops. I enjoy my way up to the top of the village. Perched on a rocky outcrop overlooking the Val d'Enfer, or Valley of Hell in English, the village of Les Baux offers a stunning view. The spectacular rock plateau 250 meters above sea level has views over the Alpes Mountains and to Arles and the Camargue. I totally understand why the village is classified and labeled as one of the most beautiful villages in France. Les Baux is very touristy in summer and finding a parking spot could be a challenge. But if you are patient, you will find space to park your car. It's so enjoyable in the summer for an afternoon visit or evening dinner here. We have a quick break with an ice drink. Les Baux is beautiful in the village, but it looks even more stunning if you see it from outside or the other side of the village. Don't you agree? Driving through the surrounding area of Les Baux de Provence is very pleasant too, as the region is full of olive groves and vineyards. Les Baux de Provence is 15 kilometers from Arles via the D17 and 25 kilometers from Avignon via the D27. Saint-Rémy de Provence. Saint-Rémy-de-Provence, often referred to as Saint-Rémy, is a large village with a rich history, including a Roman village, the asylum of the monastery of Saint Paul de Mosol, a race of shops and boutiques, and over 40 restaurants. I love walking ancient streets, perusing boutiques, and taking in the beautiful village architecture. So I love this village. If you're like me, you'd love it too. And here you will find bakery selling fougasse, a traditional culinary specialty of Provençal cuisine. A savory flatbread with olives, onions, cheese, and mushrooms. It's baked into a lovely leaf shape and is delicious. It is a bit gloomy in the morning, but we are very lucky to see folk dance presentations of the villagers in 19th century costumes accompanied by live music. After watching the dance, we go to see the birthplace of a very famous historic figure. Do you know that the famous Michel de Nostradam, usually Latinized as Nostradamus, was born in December 1503 in Saint-Rémy-de-Provence? Just in case if you don't know him, Nostradamus was a French astrologer, apothecary, physician, and reputed seer, who is best known for his book Les Prophéties, The Prophecies in English, published in 1555. And there is an even more famous person who is associated with Saint-Rémy. Can you guess? It's the renowned Dutch painter Vincent van Gogh. Vincent van Gogh voluntarily admitted himself to the Saint Paul de Mosol lunatic asylum in Saint-Rémy-de-Provence on the 8th of May 1889, where he stayed for a year. We visit the asylum, now converted into a museum, to see the traces of the genius artist in Saint-Rémy. Saint Paul, which began as a Benedictine monastery in the 12th century, was converted into an asylum in the 19th century. Theo, who provided all the needs of his older brother Vincent, arranged 2 rooms, adjoining cells with barred windows for Vincent. The second was to be used as a studio. During much of his stay there, Van Gogh was confined to the grounds of the asylum, including its garden. At this site, Van Gogh created his magnum opus, The Starry Night, and many other famous paintings, including the Iris series and Saint Paul Asylum Saint-Rémy, a collection of Van Gogh series painted during those 12 months of his stay. Right next to the museum, there is Glenham, an ancient wealthy city of Celto-Ligurian town dating back to between the 4th and 2nd centuries BC, and later became a Roman city in the 1st century BC. I'll show you this excavated ancient city in a different video. These are the 4 prettiest towns in Provence I absolutely recommend you visit. I hope I showed you the essence of these towns today. If you have enjoyed it, please do give this video a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. I hope to see you again next week. Please subscribe if you want to see more of my weekly videos. Thanks so much for watching.